Hello everyone, and welcome back to VR Survival. The last time we stopped, we were right here at Celso, and I was trying to take a rest here at the camp, and that happened. Bedbugs are suddenly a nasty problem to have. I'll try to find some insecticide. You need 5 dichlorvos? Yeah, I'll try to find that. It's not here. And there was another quest too? I went to the river to rest for a moment and wash my face. The gentle breeze felt pleasantly cool on my skin. I sat down on the mossy bank and gazed at the cold stream, wending its way among the stone and flowing on down into the valley where I had come from. A couple of minutes passed, then awareness prickled at the back of my mind. There, in the distance, a dark dot emerged from a clump of stunted and crooked pine, and it started moving slowly towards me. I stood up and squinted. It was a large, four-legged animal with black fur. It stopped and lifted its head, sniffing the wind. I didn't hang around and continue on my journey. So both of those happened just as I was trying to get some sleep here before looting those 3 cities. Even more, probably. I'll do that real quick and we'll keep going on our journey. We have quite a way to go. If I look once more, we have to go all the way over there. It's in another map, so I will probably have to loot everything around here and then make my way to the west. Probably stop at Gomel and Chernigov on my way over there. Never mind. I was trying to get sleep for the second time now, and this is happening. Then my eyes were drawn to the smoke rising above the tree line. Are there people there, or is it a forest fire? I walked in that direction, cutting a path through the overgrown, dark brown ivy that was entwined around trees' trunk and branches. At least I emerged into a meadow, and there was a campfire blazing in the middle of it. A duffel bag lay by a boulder nearby, and there was a bowl of half-eaten porridge and a spoon. There was nobody around. I went over to the duffel bag and looked inside. That's when I felt the cold press of metal against my neck. Someone had crept on me from behind. I hadn't heard their footstep over the fire's crackling. I froze, holding my breath. The stranger gruffly muttered into my ear, "Move and I'll blow your brains out." Be silent and don't move. Suddenly the stranger barked out, "Drop your weapon now!" Yes, sir. Now turn around slowly. Keep your hands up, bastard. A short silver-haired man in hunting gear stood before me. He was holding a double-barrel shotgun in hands. It was pointed straight at my face. The man appeared completely calm, but there was a glimmer of rage in his eyes. "I've been looking for you for a long time, scumbag." We can go with, "You've got the wrong man. I'm not a bandit. Listen, why don't you put down the gun and we can talk about this calmly?" "Scumbag, what are you talking about?" "Yeah, I've got the wrong man." That's probably not good to say, huh? "Listen, why don't you put your gun down?" "Yeah, let's try to calm him down." The hunter smirked and whacked me right in the nose with the barrel of his shotgun. I saw stars. "You'll speak only when I say so, trash." Okay, that was not a good idea. "Smart, good boy. Now tell me where your friends are, scum." I don't have any friends. I'm alone and I'm not a bandit." The hunter almost smiled. "You think I'm a moron? Do you? Alright. Bandit scum, let's make that nose of yours a little more interesting." "I'm not a bandit. I'm going to Kiev from Bryansk. I'm looking for someone." The strange smile on the hunter's face widened even more. "To Kiev, you say? From Bryansk? Well, why didn't you say so? That changed things entirely. Go in peace, my friend. Just give me my boots back first." "Boots?" I looked at my boots in confusion. In that moment, I saw the butt of the shotgun flash before my eyes. It seemed like this hunter guy had experience in hits like this. ... We're dead? No? Strangely enough, I was woken up by the scorching heat. My hands and legs were tied with rope, and I was lying right next to a fire. The hunter was sitting beside me. He was owning a knife. "You know what? I really hate, buddy, when people take me for a fool. And I know when it's happening. I was a teacher. I'm not a bandit. Release me. I gave you a chance. If you don't want to talk, it doesn't matter. I found you. I'll find them too. All of you. Bastards are going to pay." "What is it that you think I did to you?" Instead of replying, the hunter grabbed my wrist and squeezed it till it hurts. He picked up the knife with his other hands. "You remember me soon, scum. Only I won't cut off just one finger. I'm going to cut them all off, slowly, so that you can really feel every nerve. Let me go! She was a good girl, a little angel, sweet, never said a bad word to anybody. She took care of her sick mother, so what did the poor kid do to deserve for you? For scumbag to violate her and dump her in the river, what? The hunter pressed my finger to the razor-sharp edge of the knife. I didn't protect my daughter like I should have. Freeze! Then the hunter looked over my head and his face shifted. I strained to turn my head, and I saw the pitch-black shape of a wolf next to the boulder. In the flickering firelight, the beast looked like it had come straight from the depth of hell. The wolf howled and noisily sniffed the air. Plugging the knife into the ground, the hunter took his shotgun and fired both bullets into the beast, one after the other. The wolf barely reacted. Then it slowly turned its head to the hunter and stepped forward. The hunter moved back. What the hell? But I hit it! I hit it! The wolf reached him in one bound and knocked him off his feet. A second later, the hunter's head had disappeared into its drowning muzzle, red spurts shooting out in all directions. The doomed man's body gave that final twitch. The wolf greedily fell upon the corpse as though he had been starving since birth. Let's get out of here. The fire separated me and the wolf, and by then the beast was too full of meat to do anything. Grabbing the knife was easy, but cutting the rope at my feet with my bound hand was much trickier. But my life was at stake. A few minutes later I was running away as fast as I could. Run even faster? Yeah, run! Only when I got back to where I'd left my thing could I stop to catch my breath. My heart was pounding against my rib and it was difficult and painful to breathe. I was still picturing the bloody muzzle with boils instead of eyes, and the decapitated body of the old hunter. That's when I realized something. I had drowned the wolf through him. The wolf had followed me all the way from Bryansk. Sure, if it hadn't been for the wolf, that hunter was going to torture me, maybe even kill me, but still. Trying not to think about it, I continued on my way to Kiev. Damn. That was bad, and now I'm here when I was resting over there. Alright, I'll try to sleep once more. I'll see you guys in a minute. And I just finished looting a couple of towns around Diaktovo, Fokino, and I guess that's also. But yeah, I got the quest thingy for the bed bugs, the Diklovos. They were hidden in some random houses, like those apartment buildings and stuff. So I'm just gonna go back real quick to the camp and give it back to them. See what they have to say about it. Yes, we're back. We have to go see the leader. Come in, did you find any poison? Yeah, of course, here you are. Oh, thank you, I'll let your guy know. Have a rest now. Okay, that's it for 100 cap? Oh, I guess that was it. Are you alright? Yeah. Nothing else? No? Okay. Well, we're good. Alright, also I'll keep on looting. I have this town with no name to loot. And that's about it. I'm gonna start heading west and loot all of those towns. And we're finally at Kiev. I've looted absolutely everything on my way here. I even reached finally level 7 in mechanic. And I built the generator and the welder. Bought the car battery, electric cables, generator and welder. So we have those both now. As soon as we get 5 more rubber parts, I'm gonna be able to build the gas 24. It's gonna be amazing. And I need the generator to refuel that battery flashlight. So I'm pretty happy I got this. This flashlight is amazing. Research speed 250. So it goes way faster to loot in the cities. The cities is level 4, so I put on my radiation suit, chemical suit, sorry. But I have no problem with that because I have 3 of them. I'm gonna put my better mask now. That's the best mask we got. We have a lot of resistance for radiation right now. We should be good. I hope we're not gonna get in any fight though. We have a bunch of food, we have all we need, we have a lot of medicine, gasoline, everything. I've looted like a madman. So let's go see what's up. Just like Moscow, Kiev had been hit hard in the bombing. Dozens of buildings were reduced to piles of brick and concrete, and every 10 minutes or so I came across another scorched waste ground. Maybe I'd made a mistake. I should have gone around the city. That way I would have a chance of finding a camp of survivors. Then I heard the sound of an explosion in the distance. I couldn't believe it. What could it be? Detonating after all these years? I ran toward the center of the city. Do I really want to run toward explosion? Let's go see. Kinda scared right now. The closer I got to my target, the clearer the sound became. Somebody was firing an AK, but who was the shooter and who was the target? At an intersection, I caught sight of 3 fresh corpses. One was a large man of about 50. His body was covered in bite marks and his arm was just stump. The second was a black wolf like those I'd encountered before, but a little smaller. Its muzzle and neck had been slashed with a knife. The third wasn't even a body, but pieces of one. Lumps of flesh and black fur were scattered around the intersection, as if the wood had been blasted apart by a plastic explosive or something like it. Then the machine gun fire started up again. So I'm running after them? The sound of gunfire led me to a statue of Lysenko, the famous composer. Another wolf lay before it in a huge dark red pool, dying. It was so riddled with bullet wounds that its fur was saturated and maddened with blood. A young guy carrying a Kalashnikov jogged up to the wolf and, in some fit of madness, has begun shooting the near lifeless body. His companion, 2 older men, stopped a little way off and waited. Finally, the shooter ran out of ammo. He dropped the gun onto the step, totally exhausted and swaying. Then he sat down next to it and buried his face in his hand. The man approached, one hand on the kid's shoulder. Nikita, I understand what you're feeling, but we have to leave. We'll take Kirill home and bury him. Nikita, are you listening to me? We're going right now. We're going home to Goretnichi. It's too dangerous here, and Seva can barely walk. You need to see a doctor. The young man raised his bewildered, bloodshot eyes to the man and jumped up suddenly. We're leaving? It's too dangerous. What are you saying, Gavrilov? We need to continue. There's still some of these monsters out there. We have cartridge enough for 1 or 2. Continue? There are only 3 of us left, and we barely survived with 4. You will still be able to avenge your stepfather. You'll get your chance. But now, we need to go back. The young man seemed to size up Gavrilov and the second man, and then slowly drew a gun and pointed it at them. You're just a coward, Kirill. Sacrifice himself so that the wolf wouldn't get you, Gavrilov. What? Can't handle the truth? So what we're going to do is go there right now and slaughter them all. The man leaned menacingly over the kid. If somebody hadn't grabbed the last gun and chased after the wolf like a moron, Kirill would still be alive. All 3 of them instantly turned to me, and all 3 of Makarov were pointing straight at my guts. Hey, who the hell are you? Easy, I'm a friend. A friend? Somehow I don't remember you. What camp are you from? I'm from there. What? There's survivors out of Moscow too? I thought there were only beasts and nut job left up there. Why should we believe you? I can talk pretty too. How can I prove it? I don't know. I can help you transport the body. Guard it against the wolves. Gavrilov's distrustful eyes swept over me from head to toe. He shook his head. Nah, we'll manage on our own. Hold on, don't go. You're Pavel Gavrilov, the former investigator, right? Where did you hear that? It's not important. I need to discuss something with you about the scientist from the Institute of Virology. Gavrilov's eyes narrowed. You piqued my interest. Fine, we'll discuss it. When we come back, Goretnichi, the community center. Fine, we'll talk there. Nikita, we're going back. You can either come with us or kill the wolf on your own. I was already close to solving it. For the first time, I had met face to face with someone directly involved in those events. Of all people, the chief investigator should know everything. I need to get to Goretnichi. Where's that? Oh, it's just beside it. Okay. But I can go there and I can come back to loot. I don't mind at all. Let's go see. Survivor's base. Let me save, just in case, I don't know, something bad happened. The people who live in Goretnichi hunts, grow vegetable and wheat, and also regularly send search party into the ruins of Kiev. Most of the residential buildings didn't survive the war, so the refugees have made their home in the school, kindergarten, community center, and even the clinic. Look around. By my estimate, around 50 people live in Goretnichi. The inhabitants all refuse to talk to me for one reason or another. so I didn't get any useful information out of them. But then my luck changed and I met a very sweet girl called Lilia. Hello. I heard you were a traveler, and I thought, well, could you help me? 3 years ago, I escaped from our town with my parents. We were looking for a safe place. We were already close to Tium when we were attacked by bandits. I was wounded and then fainted. I came to here in the base. They saved me, the people of Tiumen. But they didn't find my parent. Now I live with Lida. She's very kind to me, but I still miss my mom and dad. In our old house in Selinograd, there's a photo album with our family photos. Help me find this album. With it, I could search for my parents in other bases. Even if I fell, I could see their face at least. I would have some memories. I can't imagine how much she suffered. Of course, I'll help you. Just wait for me, I'll bring you a photo album. Thank you very much. I'll be waiting for you. I don't know if there's a good reason we could refuse a quest. I mean... Alright, let's go to the community center. Pavel Gavrilov was waiting for me in the manager's office on the former community center. There was someone else in the room with him, a man in his 60s, dozing in an armchair by the stove. When he saw me, Gavrilov filled the glass of water, nudged the old guy awake and gave him a pill to take. Here he is. Make yourself at home. As they say, but first, allow me to introduce my friend. He is also keen to talk with you. Timofey Zaitsev, former director of the Institute of Virology, like me. He wanted to leave for Poland, but he didn't make it out in time. I heard the name and felt a spark of excitement. The director of the Institute of Virology? Looks like I'll get answered to all my questions now. Why so quiet? What did you want to talk to me about? I want to know about the scientists that were executed, about the epidemic that broke out simultaneously across the entire country, and about August 17, 1984. They are. The investigator and the director shared a silent look. Zaitsev frowned and was about to speak, but Gavrilov gestured for him to stay quiet. He came closer to me and examined me from head to toe. They are? What do you want to know? Will knowing change anything? It was so long ago after all. Even so, I want to know the truth. The truth? And just what will you do with this truth drift through with no name? Tell it to everyone? That's my business. Alright. He linked his hand behind his back and started walking around the room. And what are you willing to do to learn this truth? Will you risk your life, for example? I've already been through a lot to get here. I already risked my life. The former investigator chewed on this, shooting me a look from under his brows. It's a deal. You'll learn the whole truth, but first you have to fulfill your promise. My promise? What are you talking about? Back in Kiev you said you would help us deal with the wolves. So do it, then we'll tell you everything. And what do you want from me? Nothing, on Iris. Just take part in the hunt. You probably don't know what happened here, correct? No, I don't know. This beast, the black wolves, appeared in our land around 3 years back. A she-wolf and 2 cubs, huge, black as night, and blind. The first 2 years were peaceful, but then all the wild game was gone from the woods. Maybe the wolf caught rabies from somewhere, or it was something else, but either way, they started hunting people. We protected ourselves as best as we could, but they just grew in number. While we lost more and more people last week, they got into a house at night and mauled an entire family. We sent a whole squad to attack the beast, but not a single person returned. But we still have hope. All the wolves we've killed have been male. That means that if we kill the she-wolf, no new cub will be born. We can't delay any longer. The she-wolf is hiding in an old slaughterhouse. We're going to attack her there. This is our only chance to exterminate them once and for all. I see, but why don't you just burn the she-wolf along with the slaughterhouse or smoke her out? We already tried, it's a no-go. So will you do it? If you help, you'll be saving many lives. And then, we'll tell you everything. If you won't, you'll have to find someone else. We can choose between... I mean, this needs to be done. Those black wolves are too dangerous, and that's true. If you'll be completely screwed otherwise, fine, I'm with you. Why do we need to be a douche about it? No, I've seen the wolves and I know what they're capable of. I'm willing to risk my life, but what you're proposing, going into the den of a wolf pack, that's straight up suicide, not a calculated... No, we're fine. Excellent, judging by your gear, you're an experienced fighter. So we'll better our chance with you on our side. When you're ready to hunt, get ammunition, food and bandages, and move to the starting point. I'll be waiting there. We understand each other. Yeah, we need to find the album. Oh, is it here? Wait, what? No, it's not. Okay, and how about the hunt? Where is it? Where do I need to go? Okay, so the camp is just over there. Alright. There's not too much. I want to loot Kiev real quick and maybe those 2 cities. And then, whoop. Okay, here we go. And we'll be back to go to the hunt.